is Call of Duty listening? Yesterday, they released an update that I genuinely don't know what happened. On one hand, they changed something that everybody was begging for, and then on the other hand, they took away something that nobody was really even complaining about. This has been a common thing over the last years where Call of Duty always is removing things or taking things away that nobody even thought needed to be removed. And then they try and reinvent the wheel and add things that nobody asked for example, Warzone 2. I'm gonna go over this update, and while I'm doing that, I want you guys to really think, do they care and are they listening? First, let's talk about what they took away and if anything, people were really sad about. And that is stim shots being nerfed. Their patch notes said that they fixed an issue where the stim shot was giving double the desired speed boost for 3 seconds. They said the stim should now give 15% movement speed for 1 second. The stim ticks up to this speed, holds it for 1 second, then ticks down from this speed. Now let me tell you, when this went live, the community was pissed. Streamer Metaphor said the stims were literally the best part of the game. Revisiting it ASAP would be amazing. Maybe 30% for 1 second or 15% for 3. But nerfing the time and the speed at the same time, brutal. Somebody asked in the comments, how bad are the stims now? They were amazing. I'm hoping it's not terrible. Metaphor said, borderline useless. Another YouTuber, Hunter, said, no, the stims were so much fun. When this decision was made, the amount of people that were upset was actually crazy. You saw the tweets that I just showed you, but even Iceman Isaac said, this is what you're prioritizing? Y'all hate Warzone being fun, I swear. Even the old man Tim said, use me as a leave it as is button and got 2,000 likes. As you can see, Zyro was not happy. T-Captain said, bruh, why are you guys reverting the good things and leaving the bad things? And even Nadia said, leave them alone. No one complained about them. This is why the community gets frustrated, because they change things that no one asked for. And not just normal things, but things that we actually enjoyed. Obviously, after the patch went live, Isaac said, my findings after the update, stims are horrible now. Smokes already were. Good luck crossing any open spaces. And then just to add the icing on the cake, here is Jay Coochie's live reaction to this nerf.
Yo, peep this. Yo, peep. Look, nah, because you don't even really understand how bad they truly are. Look, yo, peep. Yo, did anything just happen? Yo, what happened? Yo! Oh, it's so bad.
They make changes like this and make us question why. And then immediately after, they make other changes that are actually really good. Going into the next patch note is they adjusted the audio, which as you guys know, was absolutely horrible. They said they fixed several issues with the occlusion, enemy footsteps, ascender, and parachute audio. Our teams are hard at work on additional audio updates, and this is just the first of several steps we're taking to improve the Warzone audio experience. For those of y'all who don't know or haven't been a part of the scene for a while, audio has been bad since quite literally the last 3 years. Since Warzone 2 was introduced, audio has been non-existent and honestly has just gotten progressively worse and worse and worse. So when the game came out November 14th and there was quite literally no audio, not even bad audio, no audio whatsoever, everybody was wondering, how does this even happen? 3 days later, they come out with this patch, and I'm going to be honest, they have done a damn good job. Iceman Isaac said, audio on Urzikstan is solid, approaching as good as before the integration. Audio on Air 99 is better, but still bad. At least parachute audio is audible now. One of the audio legends, Artist War, said, played a few games before appointments, definitely a major improvement in footstep/parachute audibility. Urzikstan audio is much better than Air 99, makes sense, it's an older map. Streamers and YouTubers are so happy that audio got fixed that my man Rolo went out in the middle of the snow and did some snow angels. Audio should be one of those things that no matter what is just there, it's present. But again, it's never really like that. This update in the last 24 hours has genuinely changed my opinion completely. I'll agree with you guys. Audio should have been here to begin with on Thursday, but the fact that they fixed audio this much, it's only 3 days, leaves me with a slight bit of hope. Now, I'm cautiously hopeful, I'll tell you that. I'm not praising this and saying it's the best audio in the world, but going from absolutely zero footstep audio to maybe around 50% of the time, I'll take it. I hope within the next week they can fix this and actually give us something that was like Warzone 1. As far as I can recall, Warzone 1 audio was actually amazing. Again, the question is raised then, are they actually listening? You have one thing that the player base complained about since day one, which is audio, that they fixed in 2 days. Then you have something like stims that nobody complained about, that they just nerfed for absolutely no reason. Where do the priorities lie? Another example of this is when they removed legacy XP tokens. What everybody was hoping for was when the new game came out, you could transfer your old double XP tokens from one game to another. This was enabled on launch, and then they decided, let's disable this. And let me tell you, people were pissed. Charlie Intel tweeted, pay to win audio, check mark, letting us use XP tokens. GG Call of Duty. Charlie Intel later got confirmation from Treyarch, and they said they confirmed disabling legacy XP tokens in Black Ops 6 and that it is intentional. In quotes, fixed an issue that incorrectly allowed legacy XP tokens to be activated in the Black Ops 6 UI. Massive L. YouTuber Immortal said, what a joke. And even Face Scope said question mark. But this got so much pushback and so much hate at Treyarch, and Call of Duty budged. What seems like for the first time in a long time. Treyarch later released a post that said, with the start of Season 1, a UI bug allowed players to activate legacy XP tokens in Black Ops 6. Unfortunately, it also introduced some potential risk to game stability, which is why it was patched yesterday. We realized how much players appreciate being able to redeem legacy XP tokens in both Black Ops 6 and Warzone. So we are currently testing a way to implement this change correctly in a future update. This allows us time to ensure stability is maintained before we reintroduce this feature. In the interim, players can activate any legacy XP tokens in Warzone. Any tokens applied in Warzone will also apply to Black Ops 6 should you switch titles or modes. We look forward to sharing more about this change next week. Thank you for your patience. I want you guys to know this was not meant to happen. I can put money that Call of Duty saw the feedback to this and decided, yeah, we're putting that back ASAP. So when we ask ourselves every single year, are things going to be different? Are things changing? Are they actually listening? I'm going to call it like it is. It seems like this year, we might actually have a voice. From audio changes being fixed in 48 hours and XP tokens being reverted back, this could be absolute copium, but I really do think they could be finally listening to the community. Having a voice is so important, especially when every single year, everything pretty much goes back to zero for Warzone. Think about it. From Caldera to Warzone 2, completely different. From Warzone 2 to Modern Warfare 3, completely different. And now, from Modern Warfare 3 to Black Ops 6 Warzone, completely different. Why do things always have to reset? We have no more default perks that increase swap weapon speeds and increase mantling speeds, which the community absolutely loved last year. And let's not even begin to mention the animations. Go ahead and try to deploy a munitions box or even a plate box. Now compare that to Modern Warfare 3 Warzone. All those times were quite literally doubled. Why was something that was so good last year not implemented into the next year's Warzone integration? So this begs the question that I actually want you guys to discuss down below. Do you guys think that Warzone should be changing every single year? Or should we have one movement system, one perk system that we just continually build off of? Something like Fortnite, where they just continue to evolve the same system. That doesn't mean you can't add things to the game, but what we have now, this whole reset back to zero, it's like Call of Duty is prestiging itself. I personally don't know where I sit in this situation. On one hand, if we build off of one movement system, imagine they did that in Warzone 2. And then every year we're building off of Warzone 2 with a horrible movement system with possibly the worst game ever. But then imagine if we built off of Modern Warfare 2019 system, where you have bunny hopping, slide canceling, everything was so simple. Don't get me wrong, I love the fact that we get a new Call of Duty every year. Whether you want to admit it or not, the feeling of possibly having a good COD this year, every single year, or even thinking about what could be new, goes through every single one of our heads. Sadly, most of the time we're let down, but every once in a while we have something good come up. When it comes to Warzone, this just isn't the case. Having to reinvent the wheel every single year just seems very counterintuitive and counterproductive to what Warzone hopes to achieve. I hope they can find a way to keep introducing new guns, new perks without having to restart from zero. Every year Warzone should change, but it should always change for the better. And never, ever, ever should we be stuck wondering what will be taken away from us this time.